Well, hello. Today we are talking about how to measure volume. This is just an introduction, so we're going to stick with cube or cube-like figures. So here we have a cuboid. This is a three-dimensional square box shape. And when we measure volume, we are working with 3D or three-dimensional objects. And what we're really talking about, I just realized I forgot this line. What we're really talking about is measuring all of this inside space, all this amount inside, which I'm realizing is not really well depicted by my coloring there. But if you can imagine, maybe if I colored this part in, if you can imagine all the space inside of, pretend this is a box or a bag or something. Imagine all the space inside. And so we have a formula for measuring all that space inside. And the formula, and in math, you know, we love these formulas. The formula for measuring volume is this. It's volume equals length times width times height. Okay, so you might be asking yourself, well, where are all these things? The length, the width, the height. Where exactly is that in this, shape, in this cuboid? Well, I'm going to tell you that, so we're only going to focus on the bottom part of the cube. Okay, let me do that better. So I'm going to draw this arrow and I'm going to show you, like, imagine that if we pulled out the bottom part of the cube, this is actually called the base, the bottom part. And believe it or not, the base is the same as the length times the width. It's all this kind of space, this area, the length times the width. And we take this base and we've got the length on one side here, and then we've got the width on the other side there. But now we need the height. Well, where's the height? The height is going to be this much, the actual height of the object. And so all we need to do now is multiply all these things together. So let's pretend, so this is a cuboid, meaning all the sides are the same. So let's pretend this is 2 inches, which means this is 2 inches, which means everything is 2 inches because it's a cuboid. This is 2 inches, the height, which is the same as right here, the height. Now, one formula that people use is they say, you can say length times width times height. Another way to think about it is it's the same as the base times the height. Now, I don't know which way you're going to remember better. They all give you the same answer. So you can say volume equals base times height, or you could say volume equals length times width times height. When I was younger, I always remembered length times width times height. So that's kind of what I stick to, but you do what works for you. So now let's do it. What is the length times the width times the height? Well, we've got the length. We'll start there. Okay, here's the length. And if you're not sure, we're going to put that here too, 2 inches. So the length is 2 inches. The width, so we're looking at this part here, is also 2 inches. And then the height, so now we're looking at the height of this cuboid, that is also 2 inches. And what is 2 times 2 times 2? Well, it's 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8. So we are talking about 8 inches cubed. And this is the notation for cubed. If we wanted to write it out, we could say 8 inches cubed. You could also say 8 cubic inches. There are all these different ways to do things. Anyway, I'm going to actually get rid of that right now because we are going to now look at this other shape, this kind of more rectangular three-dimensional figure, and we are going to calculate the volume. And let's pretend for this one we've got a length that is 4 inches. We've got a width that is, let me put this in a different color. How about 3 inches? And let's pretend our height is another 3 inches. Okay, and I'll put height, and then I'll put width over here, and then I'll put length over here. And then we think of our formula. And if it helps to write out the formula, then do it. So we could say volume equals length times width times height. And then remember, length times width is the same as base times height. Let me write that a little bit neater. So what have we got? We've got, start with the length, 4 inches, times, go to the width, here's the width, times 3 inches, and then now we need the height over here, which is another 3 inches. Okay, let's calculate. 4 times 3, that's 12. 12 times 3, that's 36. We've got 36 inches cubed. And we will stop there and do some more practice. At least in my class, we're going to do more practice. And I hope you learned something. And until next time.